Y'all ever thought about the wild missions we've been on? We've taken out planes, trains, tanks. I'm not going to even think about the submarine. And now we're up against dumps, brother. That's another level.
So you get what you're after. A weapon so dangerous it shouldn't exist for another half century. What would you do with it? Launch some global attack?
Plans are in motion.
This should be interesting.
Hi, Tyrese. My name's Betti. Thank you so much for meeting with Hollywood Melanin. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So let's just jump right into it. Backtracking to the first Fast and Furious, your character, Roman, wanted nothing to do with racing or cars or the Fast and Furious. And now fast forwarding into the Fast 9, you're face to face with a landmine and pulling up in a military tank. So talk about the character development in his confidence.
Congratulations for making it through the movie.
Exactly.
There was so much energy in that movie. I was sitting there like, whoa. People don't realize that it's so many of us in the cast. There's been times that I'm not on set for like 2 weeks because they're shooting a bunch of scenes that I'm not in. And so when I go and watch the movie, there is an element of surprise that even I still have because I'm like, whoa, I wasn't around. You might read the pages of the script, but a lot of that writing is a bunch of stuff that you really can't compute as far as what they're gonna do with the script or the action scenes. You just kind of read the pages and be like, whatever, I'll just wait to see it. To be honest with you, I don't want to give too much of the movie away. I will just say that I didn't quite think it was possible to shock me, to surprise me with what we're going to be saying and doing when it comes to action and scenes and moments and beats. But I think Justin Lin is very competitive because he didn't direct 7 or 8, but yet he watched them. And I think him coming back to direct 9 after being the director who has directed the most of the Fast and the Furious films, he really came back with a vengeance.
We've never faced anything like this.
We'll need cars, fast cars.
Please tell me that's not a Pontiac Fiero strapped to a rocket engine?
Impressive. I know.
No, that's not impressive.
What was one of the scenes, like you said, that kind of like blew your mind when you got to see it visually?
I think one of the things that's in the trailer where the truck kind of, whatever that big old huge truck was, it ended up kind of going.
Yeah, tipping over.
Like, I mean, like, what is going on? Like, it's. I mean, it was a lot of movie to sit through because it's just so much action, wall to wall, humor, comedy, history, backstory. I mean, to cover all of that and figure out a way to edit all of that down, that's the genius in itself, in my opinion. So I think the fans and supporters who's been rocking with us now for 20 years, which is crazy, to have a movie at $6 billion in the box office, and we're not a comic book turned film. We're just a little article from 20 years ago about the underground car culture in New York turned Fast and the Furious 20 years later. Whoever grew up with us, whoever was raised by this franchise, quote unquote, they're gonna be very happy with Fast 9.
Exceptionally happy. And you mentioned culture I want to definitely bring up the nuances nodding to the Black culture between the dialogue between you and Ludacris. The movie itself is heavily influenced of around East LA. So talk about how that might translate to the conversations we are having around race nowadays in the current social awareness.
Well, here's the thing. We've been carrying the diversity and inclusion torch for 20 years. And when we say diversity and inclusion, we're not just saying black and brown people. We're saying women in movies shouldn't just be holding on to the superhero's arm and being saved in every scene, pregnant, barefoot in the kitchen making a sandwich. You
Right.
know, so we've always pushed that narrative, and they may not ever want to give us credit, and that's actually okay. But when you see the level of diversity and inclusion and the multi-ethnic, Asian, white, black, Latino, Brazilian, this and that, Jewish, Samoan, I mean, we British, we cover the gamut.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for your time, Tyrese. I appreciate you spending your energy and your talent on Hollywood Melon, and I hope you have a really good day.
Bless you. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Bye.